Want a fish lizard that can snipe players from afar? Good news, your wish has been granted. Hello everyone, it's me, FelNE. In today's Behemoth breakdown, we are going to talk about Drask. When hunting Drask, most of this Behemoth's attacks have a very large radius, making it difficult to avoid without having to dodge. There is also a move that can give you the shock debuff if you get hit by it. Players with a shock debuff will be temporarily unable to heal from aether rifts, use items, be able to revive teammates, or have teammates be able to revive you. The good news is this lanterns can still be used regardless of the shock debuff. If you're going to use an elemental weapon, the recommended element is flame. Quickly lifting both of its arms in the air and bringing them back to the ground, Drask will charge forward and pounce the targeted player. This is a fairly easy move to avoid so long as you dodge this move once it's in motion. Bending its tail and turning its head off to the side, Drask will swing its body, swinging its tail a little over 180 degrees. If you're close by, you will most likely have to time your dodge to avoid this move. You can determine which side this behemoth will swing by the direction the head and tail will bend towards. If you sever the tail, Drask will no longer be able to use this move. Leaning on one side and bending its tail, Drask will throw its body over to one side, possibly hitting players on its side. This move has a lot of range, so be prepared to dodge. If you're using an axe, sword, or hammer, a good way to dodge this move is to roll through the behemoth. For chainblade users, I recommend dashing out of the way and out of range of the behemoth's attacks. A well-timed backflip is also a good alternative. Drask will raise an arm up and thrust its body forward, swinging its arm at players. This move has decent reach, so be prepared to dodge if you're in front of this behemoth. Quickly adjusting both arms, Drask will begin to quickly charge energy in its mouth and then unleash a huge lightning bolt at a targeted player. The force of the lightning will push the behemoth, sliding it back a couple feet from its previous position. This move has crazy range and deadly accuracy, so unless you're out of the behemoth's radius, you'll have to time your dodge to avoid this move. You can get behind objects as well, but this won't always protect you, so try it at your own risk. If you get hit by this move, the shock debuff will be applied to your slayer. Pointing its head down, Drask will swing its body roughly 90 degrees, biting any unlucky players. The behemoth will once again shift its body another 90 degrees with its arms in the air and stomp the ground. This move will only start being used once its tail has been severed. If you're within this behemoth's range, don't forget to dodge. I also want to mention that I have only seen Drask shift around clockwise and never counterclockwise when using this move. If you have ever seen this move counterclockwise, let me know in the comments section. Absorbing electricity and a lightning bolt into its body, Drask will have a yellow glow and discharge sparks of electricity around its body. Not only does the attack speed increase after the first shot of the move Railgun, the behemoth can now follow up with 2 more shots, making this move increasingly more difficult to avoid without getting hit. This behemoth will also have 2 new moves in its arsenal. Drask will bend its head and tail just like Tail Swing, but unlike Tail Swing, the tail will swing a complete 360 before stopping. This move is very fast and difficult to dodge due to the very little time you get to react. It's also common to see Drask use this move right after it goes into its Enraged stage, so be on guard. A good way to stop this behemoth from using this move is by removing its tail. Doing so should make things a little easier when you take on this beast when it's enraged. Raising its arm high in the air, Drask will stomp the ground, causing a huge shockwave. The shockwave has a lot of range, capable of hitting players even at the end of the tail, so be ready to dodge if you're nearby this behemoth. This is also the last move Drask will use before exiting out of its Enraged state. Even though this is not an attack, Drask frequently does this in battle. You should take full advantage of this and deal as much damage as you can during this time. One last bit of information you will need during your hunt is that there will be breakable parts located on its head, body, legs, and tail. Don't forget to break these parts because they will drop valuable items you can use to craft gear. Alright everybody, that should be everything you need to know about Drask. Now go slay that fish lizard thing, whatever you want to call it. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in Dauntless. If I missed any information on Drask, be sure to leave a comment down below. If you need help with a different behemoth, be sure to check out my other behemoth breakdown videos.